This episode of Unqualified is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. On the drive to and from my parents' house in Washington State, we almost always stop at two particular McDonald's, one in Salem, Oregon, and another in Eureka, California. At the moment, we are in the parking lot of the Salem location, and I just finished a Big Mac and fries. Even though we are just passing through, I appreciate the familiarity and feeling of community. The other day, I was looking through my mother-in-law's photo album and came across a photo where she and her friends are standing in front of a McDonald's wearing their cheerleading uniforms. I usually call my mother-in-law New Mom, but her name is Marcia. Under the photo, Marcia had written a note, and I talked her into letting me read it here. San Bernardino, California. I have so many memories of this McDonald's over the years. My father took me there on what I think was opening day. What a thrill it was as a young girl to order a chocolate shake, hamburger, and French fries. Then there was the time when my cousin Hinda and I were given a tour and allowed to take dill pickles by the cupful out of a huge barrel. We must have eaten 100 pickles each. Everyone in my family knows the story of how I accidentally missed the ketchup container and dipped a fry into my milkshake. Now when I dip fries in my shake, it's on purpose. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mother and my cousin Noel Novak, Larry's brother, picked me up from dance class and we went for dinner to celebrate Noel's graduation from high school. Years later, when I was in high school, we would go to McDonald's every Friday night after the football game. I wish you could see this photo. Marcia couldn't remember if they won the game that night, but everyone is smiling as if they did. Wherever your local McDonald's is, there's nothing better than that wonderful feeling of community. Well, maybe that feeling is tied with eating a Big Mac. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Okay, so now, Patty, we are going to get to callers.
Okay. Ooh, fun.
I need to wax you later.
So I get tons of emails every day.
Okay.
They're asking for all sorts of relationship advice, but most, like every third email is a woman that's asking why she's either undateable,
why she's undateable,
why she's, what she's doing wrong, why she can't land a guy.
Bring it.
So, and it's like one of those things where we really can't answer those on the show, but we can answer them tonight. So I picked two of them.
You need a talk show. Fuck the podcast. You need a real talk show on a real network. I just realized that as I said it. Okay, FYI, you got it out there.
30 seconds, I feel this new wave of love.
CBS needs to give you
By
a
the way,
fucking talk
she
show.
should be the first female late night talk show host.
I totally agree.
Wait,
Right?
there already are, I think,
Well,
female...
Colbert can leave. I
Samantha
like the
Bee
other one.
No,
What's
what
the
I
other
meant
one?
is like the first
Samantha Bee?
network,
I like
late night talk show host.
Carrie Kukorpo.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So-
I love you,
You
too.
should do it.
No,
you
you
can, and you
should-
can do it. You're so good at
You
it.
should
I'm
fuck
way too
CBS,
lazy.
CBS. Even original digital content, which is like the new way of the new future.
I also like to
Hello,
talk about
Showtime.
myself too much, though.
Oh, what are you talking about? Do it unfiltered, uncensored, unqualified, on Showtime,
There you
on
go.
the app, so you can talk and
Let's
curse
do
and say
it.
fuck.
Will you come on our new show? Will you be
Yes.
one of our first guests?
I will be I will come every week. How do you like that?
That's right.
I'll be a co-host.
You're gonna
There you go.
you're gonna be
Perfect.
the
I'll be
only
the
guest.
dating segment. You're
Yeah, she'll
kind
have her
of
own
relationship segment.
Love
there
it.
you go.
So we're calling Brittany right now. This is from Instagram, actually. So you have her picture from Instagram. Let's
Okay.
calling. She's in Houston, and she's
She's
25.
in Houston. Okay, Houston, 25. Brittany, ready? Bring it. Is anyone home tonight?
I hope someone's home tonight.
It's a busy Tuesday night. Are we on
I'll
Tuesday, Monday?
pretend to be.
Hello?
Brittany,
Hi, Brittany.
Hello.
it's Sim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So Anna is here,
Hello, Anna.
Hi, Brittany.
as is Patti Stanger.
Hey, Patty.
Hi, how are you, Brittany? How's it going in Houston?
It's going pretty well. I'm just sitting outside on a hammock right now. Weather's not too terrible.
Oh,
Oh, God. It's not humid in Houston? You don't got any humidity?
It's humid, but it's not too hot, so it's bearable right now.
So, Brittany, I told Patti about what we're doing with our callers tonight. And at the end of your email to me, you wrote, quote, "What am I putting out there that's not enticing to men? How do I get my head out of my ass enough to potentially meet the right guy?" So, Patti, she's all yours. So
Okay,
you can,
all
you
right.
can talk
So,
to her.
Brittany, I need some questions answered. Okay, first of all, when's the last time you had a boyfriend?
That's a tricky question because
You're dating
dated
someone.
quite a few people.
No,
I've
real
got dated
boyfriend.
someone
6 months or more. Come on, come to mama.
Well, 6 months was the longest. Last time I kind of dated someone was end of last year, I guess.
Okay.
October.
So we haven't had our juice.
Before that, it was a while.
We haven't had our juice goosed in a while. Okay, I got it. So, are you on the apps right now? Are you dating on the apps?
No.
Okay. Well, how are you going to meet anyone if you're not dating?
So I guess, so I try to go out to bars or do whatever.
Unless I don't feel like bars are your way of going. I feel you need to find what kind of activity do you like to do on your own that would be male related, meaning not get your nails done, but something that's male related. What do you like to do?
Well, animals are a big passion of mine, and I also like riding my bike.
Okay, so I want you to join an organization online. It can be an app or an organization. Meetup is a great place, meetup.com. They have activities for bike riders. You can do organizations with PETA, things that are animal related and things that are bike related. I want you to start doing that. And Meetup has singles on it. So it'll tell you like a singles bike riding group.
Damn.
Okay, but you need to start doing
Fucking slaying
activities.
this.
Activities. Well, I'm giving real advice. But you need to do activities. But the problem with you is that you can't move the energy if you sit in your house and go to bars. Bars aren't working for you. So after 2 months, 60 days of trying one thing and it doesn't work, you need to switch the game up. So that means either move to a different neighborhood or change the game. And you're probably better on a day date than a night date.
Okay, why do you say that?
I'm picking up your energy, and I think you don't relax as well as night. I think you feel competitive with all the women. So if you're biking, you're feeling, I'm good at this. I'm shining. You know what I mean? Like this is your talent. And then a man will step into your energy. But when you're out, you're comparing yourself looks-wise to other girls. And if you're not the prettiest girl in the group, you feel like you're shot down, you drink too much, and then you go home sad. Sorry.
That's me.
Right, I know how you feel, Anna. I know. It's amazing that Chris found you at the McDonald's. But what I'm trying to tell you is like you need to be on a day date. So put that lipstick on. Little lip gloss goes a long way. Tan yourself up. Look like cute with a little pair of shorts and a tank top, and start going bike riding at the meetup groups or something that's related to that.
Okay. That's good.
Now, I know you're mad at me because I just gave you advice, which means you have to physically do something. Guy's not going to fall I can feel you right now. Guy's not going to fall you right in your lap. You're going to have to get outside your comfort zone. And that means go out alone. Those who travel in packs do not attract. So you need to date alone, which means use the meetup alone system. Don't go with 4 girlfriends because you'll get shot down from the posse.
Damn.
That takes a lot of courage to go out alone,
Brittany,
right?
It's the truth. It's the way you're going to meet a man. Man will not infiltrate the posse because there's the girlfriend that's prettier, hotter. You're going to lose that. Or he's going to not buy all your girlfriend's drinks and they're going to all think she's a loser. So, she might be young. She's in her 20s. They can't afford all that. Drinks are $15 a pop these days in good restaurants. So you want to go out alone. He will see you. Do you ever wonder why you're coming home from the gym all sweaty, disgusting, and you're not really paying attention? You're thinking about your work for the next day and a guy hits on you? Do you ever wonder that?
Do I ever?
Yeah, because what happens
why?
is because men feel energetically you're available, you're open to an invitation. When you're with your girlfriend, you got protection, and they're afraid to infiltrate the posse. They remember men are scared. They're wimps. They're really wimps.
So what if I'm not very outgoing, and so
You don't
I feel
have
a
to
little
be.
bit outgoing when I'm with my girlfriends, and if I go out
Because you're
alone, what if
drunk.
I'm just very closed off? I
Okay.
think that's what I'm afraid of. Is that my energy?
No. You don't need to speak. He who speaks first is male. So what you will do is smile and signal. Smile and signal brings the guy over. If he's your guy, he's going to walk over and talk to you. If he's in a bar, he's going to buy you a drink. But if he doesn't, he's into blondes, you're brunette, he's switch hitting for the other team, or he's got a girlfriend. So you actually have been saved. So the guy who comes over to you is the guy who's the eligible candidate.
How do you feel about her going over to a guy she likes in a bar?
No going over to a guy you like in a bar. Not even to say what time is it or what's the score on TV. You are to signal and smile. You can smile with your body language and your hair and do the hair flip, but you cannot speak. He who speaks first is male because you want a hunter.
Damn, Brittany, I gotta tell you, Patti, this you would have like. I wish I had heard this like 15 years ago, because my strategy was always proud and angry.
That's why you dated the broke fool. Okay, so the truth of the matter is, you have a good strategy here because you're good at an athletic event. Women are good at an athletic event. Tennis players, golf players, they succeed faster than the girl standing in the bar in the hot black dress, by the way, because men don't feel confident either. Even the hottest guy. Usually the hottest guy doesn't feel as confident. It's the ugly toad who thinks he's a 2 that deserves a 10. He's the asshole that comes up to you. But pretty guys, they're scared of their own shit. Just so you know that. Mm-hmm. Okay? Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're going to go do that? Go look at Meetup.com right now.
Yeah, I'll definitely look at Meetup.com. I'm still worried because I've tried, like you said, try new things after 60 days if it doesn't work. I haven't tried that before, so I'll definitely try that. But
you need to get into organizations.
I'm afraid,
yeah, go on.
I'm afraid that the energy that I put off is not very welcoming because I'm not a mean or rude person or anything. I'm just not always very apt to meeting new people, and I feel like that shows in my face.
Okay, so you're so let me ask you a question. You're an academic advisor, right?
No, not anymore.
Okay, but you were an academic advisor. What do you do now?
I'm in purchasing.
Okay, but when you were an academic advisor, you had to advise children, kids in school, how to behave, how to learn about their future, correct? Did you feel confident doing that?
No. I'm only 25 and I'm still kind of finding my way. So, I feel more confident now than I did. But I didn't necessarily.
Okay, well, can I ask you a question? Why do you care what people think? Let's start with that.
Why do I
care what people think? Do we have an issue that we care what people think?
I do.
Right. Well, you're an actress. Of course you do. So, okay. So we have to realize that you should not care what anyone thinks. You should care what you think. You're the deal. You're successful. Right. You're growing. You're evolving. You can ride a bike. You love animals. So why not use that as your purchasing power in saying that this is what I bring to the table? Most girls who are hot, they have nothing upstairs. They're airheads. After they sleep with the guy, they have nothing to contribute to the conversation.
What about me?
Because you're so hot.
I'm so hot.
She's really hot. But the truth of the matter is you need to realize that you can get any guy you want if you just got confident and you realize you're the deal, not the guy. Once you stop thinking about what other people think, you'll get a guy. Think about what you want. Get selfish. All Hollywood people. Teach her how to... Wait, Anna.
Yeah, my mom...
You're selfish. Teach her how to be selfish.
So my mom used to tell me, and I know I've talked a lot about this on the podcast, but I didn't understand it for a long time, probably until I was 30. But she used to always tell me, Anna, you be selfish in love. And I never really understood what that meant because I did. I just didn't. I didn't understand what that meant. Because I wanted to be liked. I wanted hot guys to like me. I wanted to be in a relationship. But now I understand what it means, which is the strategy to find a good relationship is to really put yourself first, and then you will find good love and value of yourself. And it doesn't mean
she's not telling you to be a dick. You know what I'm saying? She's telling you that you're the woman. You come first. So the bottom line is you care too much what other people think. And when you get selfish, he shows up. It's true, though. It's really true. Anna's telling you perfect
Sometimes
advice.
I had to pretend to be selfish, though.
Well, it's like, what is that? The as if process.
Yeah, I had to, like, when I was crushing hard on a guy, there was like one time that I pretended to not like him, and now we're married.
Right. And the thing is, like, when you know what, he, as hot as he is, he probably was really insecure. Can I get her? So stop thinking about what everybody else is thinking and think about what you want. Make a list of 5 things that you want in a guy. Stay focused on that list. That's called the non-negotiables, the deal breakers. and stay in the game. Get in the game. Stop complaining. Every week, try something new.
Right.
Eventually, if you go where men are and you have a vagina and you smell fucking good, they're gonna want you. And smile, smile. Don't speak, smile.
Also, Patty's tits look really hot.
They're real. I've had 2 breast
wish I could
reductions
see.
twice, and they just keep growing. They just keep growing. Trust me.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by ZocDoc. Who gets excited about trying a new restaurant that has 2 out of 5 stars? When it comes to finding healthcare, don't ratings matter even more? ZocDoc is a free app where you can compare doctors, read reviews from real patients, and even make same-day appointments. When I finally called to reschedule my dentist appointment, I was told that my dentist had been retired for nearly 3 years. In my defense, parking was a nightmare. Through ZocDoc, I found a new dentist who had great reviews, took my insurance, and whose office was actually within walking distance. I was also able to book an appointment instantly without talking to a receptionist who made me feel guilty about not having my teeth cleaned for 3 years. My new dentist didn't make me feel guilty either, and only suggested I floss a little more often. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc makes healthcare easy. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/unqualified and download the ZocDoc app. Sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor who might be available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/unqualified. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and the lofty goal of creating boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Sunglasses, with or without a prescription, start at $95 and, just like eyeglasses, are available through their home try-on program. You just choose 5 pairs and see which ones you like. I was surprised by how quickly they arrived, which presented me with the immediate problem of deciding which ones to keep. I loved all of them, so you can guess what happened. And not only can you feel good about how cool you look, you can also feel good knowing that for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need through partnerships with nonprofits like Vision Spring. Offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams, Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. So put your FSA or HSA dollars to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/unqualified. That's warbyparker.com/unqualified.
Can I ask one more question?
Of course.
Okay. So, I mean, I have kind of recently tried to sort of date a guy, and I put myself out there a lot. And then basically he made it clear that he just wanted a booty call, and so I just cut it off. I was like, I'm not about that. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me anymore. Mm-hmm. And then there was someone else who seemed more interested, but I really questioned his authenticity. I guess I just don't know how to tell. I guess
who's real and who's fake,
or when to believe them.
Okay.
Or like,
okay. You can't. You can't know an instant. So you have to qualify your buyer. So when's your birthday?
My birthday is actually in August, end of August.
Okay, so you're Virgo. So you're discerning.
I am a Virgo.
You're discerning. Mm-hmm. So that's good. Which that means is you are qualifying the people by their actions. You are not to listen to anything they say. They're all fucking liars. Only by their actions. Actions are everything.
Exactly.
So if he says
exactly.
booty call, He wants a booty call. Most guys are stupid. They say the truth when the first date, what they are. I went on a date on someone last week and they were like, oh, I was a cocaine addict a year ago. That's great. I'm leaving now. You know, you don't really need to stick around. You don't owe anyone an apology. Just get the fuck out of Dodge and say to God, thank you, God, for showing me the truth on the first date. I've been saved. Because that's what you want. Eventually you'll hit. It's a numbers game. It's just like sales. No different than sales.
It's true that people reveal their hands. You just have to,
we just ignore it because they're hot.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh my God, he's cute. Like, I don't care that he murdered someone. That's okay, right? Okay.
Well, for me, if it's someone that's funny, I ignore everything else that happens. I'm like, well, he's really funny, so.
Okay, funny is not going to get you a baby, a house, a car, a fucking mortgage.
I don't want a baby.
I love
You're going to want a baby. You're going to want a baby eventually. Okay, trust me. When you hit 30, you'll have the baby.
I'm very non-traditional. I just want to find someone to
talk
have fun
to me
with
when
and
you're
share
30.
my life with right now.
When you're 30, okay? You don't know anything.
Okay,
you're
right,
20.
right.
You're stupid. You know shit. Okay?
No. This is perfect because this is a great experience. Like, this is the time when she should
experiment.
Yeah, and but as long as you go with your gut and only hang out with people that make you feel good,
right? And that's a true. That's
have to listen
what
to your
Anna
gut.
said is the most important thing we said today. How do they make you feel? Do they make you feel insecure? Do you feel you're not good enough? Do you feel you have to get competitive? Like, there's tons of guys you go on a date with and you feel like you have to compete with other women to keep them. Then that's not your guy. Your guy wants to make you feel safe and give you, put you as the priority. And we call that providership. So you want a guy who provides providership.
And also, don't forget though that when you find somebody that that you're crazy about and he's crazy about you, don't forget that, at least because this is what I used to always do, is reject people that really liked me. I would try to find fault in them because I couldn't understand that kind of acceptance of a healthy love. I didn't know it. I was attracted to drama. I was attracted to fighting and so don't, just make sure that that you hear the people that have really goodwill towards you and love,
Right. And so now that you have all this arsenal of information, go out and succeed. Make it like you're going to do it, but don't put a time limit in it, and don't be energetically crazy. Just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey, because he'll show up.
Will you let us know?
Yeah, let us know. Send me an email. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Thank you so much for calling, guys. Thank you so much.
Brittany, thanks for submitting a question. You're the best, and I.
Oh, you guys are the best. I love your podcast, and by the way, I love Just Friends. You are
thanks.
the reason why that's one of my top favorite movies of all time.
Oh, forgiveness.
Thank you so much.
Reynolds is the best. You were crazy.
Thanks, Brittany.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Bye, Brittany.
I love
Thank
that character. I love that
So
character.
great.
So
While I get the next call going, can you? I want to know how you feel about ghosting, with texts.
Wait, how do we define ghosting now these days?
You're dating someone for a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden, a guy will ask her out on another date, but all of a sudden you don't hear anything back. It's just like radio silence.
So I had a situation off the apps where the guy made the date, looked really hot, pictures looked good, and kept asking me, do I look like who I am? And I'm like, you fucking dick, you don't know who the fuck I am anyway at this point. So anyway, it was over, and then he made a date, and he canceled the last minute. He made a really nice reservation at Del Frisco's in Santa Monica. I was super excited. Thought this was a great guy because he was funny, and he had a good job, and he was a comedian on the side. So he had funny with tech. I was like, funny in tech? It's like Silicon Valley, and it's my favorite show. So I was like, great. Then he disappeared. Then he
my favorite show too.
He canceled in 24 hours of the date. So I was like, okay, well, so I wrote him off. So he kept flirting with me. He would say, for instance, he went on way to business, and I said, oh, where are you? And he goes, I'm in Aspen. And I go, oh, I've never been there. I always wanted to go there. He goes, well, maybe when we move in together, we'll go there. And he kept doing these flirty things. So after about a week, I realized I was being ghosted. So I basically said to him, look, dude, I'm not looking for a text pal. This ain't happening. And he goes, wait, I'm trying to make plans with you. I'm like, no, you're not. Because if you made plans, you would have made another reschedule of the last date. Yeah. So either A, you got a fucking wife or girlfriend, okay? Or B, you're not who you say you are. Bye. So ghosting is a sign to say he's not really who he is. Mm-hmm. Get out. Do not bring the motherfucker back. It's different if, for instance, somebody got sick or I'm going away on a work project for a month. Because, we're in the business. Sometimes you don't know when you're going to work. I have to work and do events sometimes. And I don't know, I'm going away for 3-4 days.
I don't know if I'm going to work, in like tomorrow.
You have a job that's never. You're at CB fucking X. They're not canceling you ever. You'll be there for 20 years. You'll be like Ray Romano. Okay, serious. You're getting syndication money, honey.
Yeah.
Seriously, big shit money. Like
hope so.
friends will be jealous of you. Okay. So the point of the story is when he ghosts you and comes back like a week later, it's usually because your mind is focused on another guy or girl, and that's what happens. Like we put this switch in our head. Do you ever notice when you delete the ex-boyfriend out of the phone, they always call you?
Yeah.
You're like, wait, who is this? And they're like, how dare you ask me this? This is your ex-boyfriend, because we don't remember telephone numbers anymore. And I'm like, dude, we broke up. Like, I deleted you. You deleted me? I mean, like, they go crazy. So ghosting is a sign he's not real. Get rid of him. And he will fuck you up again. Mm-hmm. He will fuck you up again because he has a bad fucking dating habit. That's the problem with this.
Sounds good to me.
Ghosting is a new term. I just learned that. I didn't know it was called ghosting. I just called it disappearing
Really?
act. I called it a disappear. What I call it, the phantom. I call it the phantom lover. The phantom lover.
We're calling Ashley right now. She's in New York. She's 31. She works in tech. She's looking for a guy that's nerdy and funny and sweet, humble, brilliant, quirky, and stable. Looking for everything, by the way. She's looking for the total package. Hey,
hello?
Ashley, it's Sim. How are you?
Good. How are
Anna
you?
is here.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
And so is Patti Stanger.
Hey.
Hey.
So Ashley, you want true love, but all the men you're attracted to seem unavailable. Let's try and understand you more so Patti can accurately assess your situation and give you the best advice. So Patti, please take it away.
Why do you say they're unavailable? What's the reason? What are they giving you as a reason?
Okay. I keep falling into the same kinds of scenarios where I have a very particular type, and then I meet these wonderful men that I think are totally the thing, or they're pursuing me. And I'll either find out pretty soon, maybe like within a couple of months or so, that they're just kind of like at capacity emotionally. They can't go further. They don't really want anything serious.
How many have you had in a row? How many have you had in a row?
So I was in like a couple of very long-term relationships since I was in high school, essentially. One was several years, one was 3.
But those were all the emotionally. But wait, were they all the emotionally unavailable guys?
No, they were awesome. They were wonderful.
Okay,
But
so
after
we're
that,
talking about the ones that are emotionally unavailable. So how many have you had in a row?
right. So I would say for the last 2 years, every guy I've met
Is
was
that every 2
either-
months? Like six of them, 7 of them? How many?
I would say men that have several.
How angry do you get about this experience?
I'm friends with them, so I don't really get angry at all.
Okay, well, there's your mistake right there and there. There's your mistake right in there. So there's a problem you're having where you're trying to take them out of the friend zone into the romance zone. And technically speaking, if a problem keeps showing up, the universe is saying to you, what are you here to learn? So you need to stop making friends with them. If they're not willing to give you an emotional commitment at your level, water seeks its own level, you need to get rid of them. And when you say, I will get rid of you, not be friends with you, not allow you in my energetic space, without anger, there can be no anger. It has to be only forgiveness. Okay, and thank you, God. Then they stop showing up. So you're on an energetic roller coaster ride, which means the universe is just going to keep sending you until you define a line in the sand. What are your boundaries?
I'm pretty communicative, and that's one of the things that I'm curious about. So I've had talks with my girlfriends about this, and they think there's something I'm doing, even though I'm pretty straightforward, pretty
blunt. Do you hear what I just said? Hey, listen. What I just say to you? What did I just say to you? Who cares if you're communicative? You don't keep dead weight in your energetic space, because let me tell you something. When your new guy comes in who's together, who loves you and wants to give you an emotional fulfillment, he ain't going to like any of these dead weights hanging around. Okay? You just picked up a bunch of litter of terrible, awful, angry, hungry cats. Get rid of them.
Ashley,
Drop them off at the pound.
I also want you to know that my new best friend, Patti, if she'll take me, has been bossing me around for the last hour and a half. And
I knew what I was getting into.
Okay,
but she really gives the best advice.
But you're not listening to me. You keep saying they're communicative. What is communicative? Here's the thing. Men cannot hear you. All men learn from women with nonverbal signals. 90% of body language is nonverbal. Did you know that? So no matter what you say to them, they're not downlining. They're just saying, I could fuck her. I could fuck her. I could fuck her when I feel like it. It's on my terms. I could fuck her. I could fuck her. I could fuck her. I really don't want to give her commitment. She's really hot, but there's something probably better out there for me. But if I was bored one night, midnight, I could probably fuck her.
Mm-hmm.
So then what is the solution?
Get
again?
rid of them. No more friends. No more friends. No more friends. Define
my question was, okay.
No, keep going. What's your question? I'm listening.
My question was, that's when I say I'm friends with them, I mean on good terms. I don't actively pursue friendships and we don't hang out.
Okay, that's not a friend. A friend is a friend is a friend. That's just somebody you said, okay, right. I'm not mad. Now maybe you need to say, you know what? I don't really want you in my life. It was really nice knowing you, and delete him out of your phone. Delete. Okay, take all those guys tonight. You're going to go home tonight, get a glass of wine, and delete. Residue. Get rid of the residue. Emails. Anything they've sent you. The shit they gave you, put it in a box in the garage. Delete. Get rid of the energy.
I do think it's true that like you can't, and with this has been a learning lesson for me, which will be a lifelong one, that I cannot force somebody to like me if they don't.
But the thing is, she keeps getting the same thing over and over again. So remember when you have the issue about the men with no money and Chris changed that game?
Right.
Okay. You have to decide. It starts with a decision. Right. Like once you decide, I'll give you an example. So program men love me. AA people love me because I'm very responsible. I don't really drink that much, although I own a wine company and I drink my wine. PS Match. You can look for it online. But the bottom line is I decided I didn't want another program person. So the last 2 weeks, program people showed up on the apps and I was dating them and I didn't know about it till I got on the date. And then I just said, you know what? I don't really want them anymore. And I energetically canceled that. And I have a date Tuesday night with someone who's not in the program. So I didn't get mad. I just said, universe, thank you for showing me who he is on the first date. I didn't really, had a nice, lovely dinner, but he's not for me. You know that they're not emotionally unavailable when you first meet them, but you ignore it because they're cute and they're hot or they're the package or they have the right things, the right job, the right friends, right whatever. You're just ignoring the signals.
No, they're all like dorky Jewish guys.
But you think dorky Jewish guys.
My type.
Okay, but that's the problem. You're going for nasty nerds. So nasty nerds are never going to morph into the prince.
What's a nasty nerd?
A nasty nerd is a nerd who really turns on you and becomes nasty. And you're like, dude, you're a fucking nerd. You think you have the right to be nasty with me?
I've never heard that.
It's like the kind of harmless person that you think.
Thank you, but they're not. And the truth of the matter is, I looked at your picture. You're smoking. You should be, going for a higher guy, like somebody higher on the totem pole, reaching for the A team, not the D team. Fuck those nasty nerds. Maybe get out of Jewish Dodge. Yeah. Don't fucking go on JDate anymore. Go on the fucking app that has like some nice nice Christian guys or some spiritual guys. Get at it. Mix it up a little bit. The type is not written in stone. Would you say Chris was your automatic type? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Not before I was ready.
Right. So what were the men like before Chris? Listen to Anna.
They were dark, angry, they didn't have
nerds.
A lot of friends. Yes, but I loved like the anger,
the mysteriousness
yes,
of them,
and they were attractive, but loners.
Right. Okay. And Chris is social and fun and hot and blonde and rugged and sexy, and he could be considered a wood chopper, my favorite kind, because Washington has a lot of wood choppers. Okay, so think about it. That was not her type, but she was open to receive, and the universe sent her husband. You're gonna say, oh, you're not my type. So God, I got to send that one back. But take another nasty nerd.
It took me a minute because he was so agreeable and popular, like with our cast and everything. It wasn't like I was totally attracted to him, but I was also like, that's not the sort of the personality that I've been attracted to in the past. But what I didn't realize is that Chris is deep and he's intellectual, but I chose willfully to ignore that idea because I was drawn to darker souls because it was tapping into a level of unhappiness
so
I
listen
had.
to him. So here's this ray of sunshine that swoops in. Pretty successful. He's been on TV, he's been in the movies, and totally opposite her type. And she was open to it. She's like, look, he's not really my type, but he makes me laugh. Oh, I'm having a good time with him. He's my friend now. It progressed. Give it a fucking chance. You keep going after your type, you're going to be fucking alone. And those nasty nerds are not for you. Switch it the fuck up.
Also tall and hunky. It's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He is super sexy. I mean, he's my type, and I would go for that. And I could be his mother right now. So, okay. What I'm trying to say is, like, stop. The type thing has got to go. I recently changed my type. I used to go for bodybuilders, like really tall, 6'2" bodybuilders. They were all my boyfriends. If you lined them up in a row, they all look the same. And now I go for surfer lanky types, like because somebody that I have a crush on looks like that. So the point of the story is I didn't realize that I was going for more of a different type. And he was metro, this guy, and he's dresses really great and he's really interesting and, that sort of thing. And I think I changed my type over the years. You're going to change your type every so often, especially when you hit the wall and they hurt you. You're going to go, not really my type anymore because I need to get a different type.
My early 30s, that was such a game changer for me. Like my whole 20s, I don't know. I made a lot of like good and bad decisions, but my early 30s, I feel like it was a shifter for me. And so, Ashley, I think that, I don't know, I totally agree with Patti and sort of expand your type and the idea of what you like. And maybe we shouldn't even use the word type anymore.
And Sim's girlfriend is sitting right here, and she even said that Sim wasn't normally what you would really go for,
true.
correct?
I mean, I've always liked tall, handsome men, don't get me wrong.
He's
but
tall, handsome, and dark, by the way.
But I
Sexy.
usually go for more of like overqualified Wall Street types,
Right.
not really unqualified Hollywood types.
Okay.
I have an incredible education behind me. I've done really well for myself.
Oh, Sim, don't get mad now.
But it's true. But I normally dated lawyers and bankers and people in finance, and I had a very set idea in my head
She's
of
a
what
lawyer,
I thought
that's
that I wanted. And
Yeah.
I went out with Sim just because we knew some people in common. He was handsome, and I wanted a good dinner. And then it turned out to be fantastic. Just roll your eyes.
We went to Baco Mercat downtown. She worked downtown. You love that place?
Is that the place where they have the little macaroons that I love? That place in the front? No, I know that place name.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's true. I tried very hard to avoid dating men in Hollywood, and now here I am on a celebrity podcast.
But the truth of the matter is, you can't put everyone in a box, okay?
It's true.
And you need to open up your sexual gates. You might be surprised. Who's your celebrity crush, by the way?
My celebrity crush is probably, this is going to be so typecast, but like a comedian, like a John Mulaney type or
He
Seth Rogen
wrote for
type.
SNL. He had a TV show for a while.
Of course, you've got
he's
somebody who's
he's
nerdy
a smart,
and obscure.
Yeah.
But he's not Jewish.
But he's handsome as well.
Yeah, he's Irish. He's not
He's
Jewish.
educated. He's like an adult, but he's just sweet and
How
kind
old
and
is
like a
he?
normal.
He's probably in his 30s,
Non-dated.
mid to late 30s.
So is he
Dorky.
single? Is he single?
He's married.
Oh, he's
No,
married.
he's
Married. Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean, like, yeah, that would be
Would you like
my
a
type,
Jimmy
though.
Fallon type?
Like a Judd Apatow kind of guy. Like a funny, smart, down-to-earth, kind-hearted
Well,
person.
Leslie
But
Mann
weirdly-
needs to train you, bitch. I mean, seriously. Okay, all right.
She's
Well, okay. Here's the
she's
here's a theory.
she's a
Okay,
goddess.
where do you live? You live in New York City. Go to the Lincoln Center.
well,
Go to the Lincoln
live-
Center
I'm not-
Synagogue on a Saturday morning. You'll throw a rock. There'll be 50 of them. Trust me on this one. I live down the street on 72nd and Columbus. I know where these freaking men are, and they're all over Temple on Saturday. And then don't forget to
I
join
am
their
great.
singles group. Okay?
Well, I'm moving back to San Francisco in like a month. So,
Okay. Well, I don't know how many
but-
Jews there are there. It's a lot of Asians, so I don't know. Shabbat Shalom, though.
Yeah. yeah.
And maybe Judd Apatow has like a really great brother or a nephew. Let's put it out there. Let's put it out in the universe because, they're cranking cash over there.
Hey,
So
Ash,
like, you know who's single? Jonah Hill's single. And I bet you Anna knows him.
you know what? Anna does know Jonah.
Jonah would be a good one. Jonah's a Westlake boy. He's a nice Jewish
John,
boy.
are you ready to set them up?
No, yes.
You're a matchmaker.
Yes,
You're like,
exactly.
"Oh, shit is happening as we speak."
We went from saying go to a synagogue to move to LA and let me hook her up with Jonah.
Look, Jonah's single. I know that for a fact. He said he loved matchmaker and he was single. I heard it recently. So there you go.
Ashley, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I
Yeah.
hope Patti gave you the advice that you needed. And send us an email. Let us know how you're doing. And again, thank you so much.
Right. Lincoln Center Synagogue.
Cool.
Trust me. There are 50 of them there.
All right.
I know it's late there. Thank you so much.
Ashley,
Good night.
Thank you so much for calling.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I love it that you gave incredibly specific advice.
Well, that's what I do usually.
I give really vague advice.
No, you can't give vague because they
oh,
don't get their money's worth if you give them vague.
That's why I'm unqualified. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
But we're getting you a talk show. I don't care how unqualified you are.
Yeah,
we're getting a talk show.
definitely.
You need to be in a talk show. I'm telling you, Showtime, wake the fuck
I know
up.
a Showtime late night talk
because
show would be
Lena,
perfect.
you need to be the next Chelsea
I
Handler,
agree.
but nicer. She's nicer. Chelsea Handler's kind of mean, but nicer. She needs to be on Showtime. I'm telling you.
I wish I could work
Stars,
harder, though.
Showtime, HBO.
Yeah,
Let's name a
I'm
few.
with you. Listen, I've been
They
talking
only
to her
have
about
Jim
that for a long
Rome.
time.
They only have Jim Rome on Showtime, right? Or
Yeah,
HBO,
yeah, they
one
have,
of the two.
and then on HBO they have Bill Simmons.
Right.
HBO could be great too.
I mean, HBO's
we'll
good.
she'll take HBO.
Only the three of us be the only guests ever.
Yes, we'll only guess ever.
I can't wait to say. And guess what? Everyone tonight, I've got Sam and Patty. I want you to wear the same outfits
It'll be like Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day, same outfit, same dresses.
Oh my god,
That's hysterical.
special episode.
And we'll just give sex talk, sex education all day long.
I love it.
Sex with Anna.
I love it.
I
This is
still
incredible.
feel like I later on maybe I still need a little more specific blowjob
Well,
advice.
we have to use Chris as a demonstration.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by State Farm. And in honor of their surprisingly great auto insurance rates, I'm going to tell you about a particularly surprising day on set. It takes me a long time to read a script. For almost every line of dialogue, I will stop to figure out why my character would say it, how it fits in the conversation, and how it's going to come out of my mouth. Between the lines, there are larger chunks of text which describe everything else happening in the scene. Maybe what a room looks like, what characters are wearing, and what they're doing. As I often underestimate how long everything in my life takes, I know I can make up some time by reading those larger chunks a little faster. I got the script for Overboard about 6 months before we started production. I read it in my warm living room, wearing comfortably warm clothes, sipping from a warm mug of tea. Somehow, it never occurred to me that when you jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean, the water is surprisingly cold. And it doesn't get any warmer on take 2. Here at Unqualified, we love State Farm because they provide coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Osea. Wondering what to gift your friends and family this holiday season? Female founded over 25 years ago by a mother and daughter team, Osea's award-winning cleansers, serums, face moisturizers, and body products give you the results you want. Skin that looks and feels amazing. I recently got to try Osea's new body butter, which, like their now famous Undaria algae body oil, transforms dry skin without being greasy, has the same incredible scent, and leaves your skin soft, smooth, and healthy looking. If my experience is any indication, you can count on your partner giving you a lot of compliments. This holiday season, stock up and share your new favorite clean skincare and body care with your friends and family. Unqualified listeners get 10% off your first order with promo code ANNA at OseaMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. Gifting is always easier if you start early, so head to OSEAMalibu.com. Use code ANNA.
Oh my god.
Thank you so
thank you
much.
so much for being
Before we
mwah, mwah,
wrap,
mwah,
so the
mwah.
new show. Talk about the new show
Okay,
real quick.
so WeTV Friday nights at 10. Unless you're on DTV or the Dish, you got to check the listings. It's usually 9. New show, $1 Million Matchmaker. A little different than Millionaire Matchmaker. We still got the bells and whistles. There'll be throwouts and celebrities. We've got Ashley I coming on from The Bachelor, and Ohani, who could not get over his love for J-Lo the first.
I remember him.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ohani and
wow.
J-Lo,
Yeah,
big
yeah,
love
nice.
affair. And we've got a lot of celebrities, and we've got a lot of crazy millionaires. We've got a lot of throwouts. But basically, it's kind of like intervention meets Let's Make a Deal. And we're at the Harrah's in SoCal, which is Harrah's Casino in San Diego, which is a place you can go and reside at. It's kind of a VIP resort in the mountains there. So you get like a VIP Patty's Boot Camp experience, and it's right after Marriage Boot Camp on WeTV.
This sounds awesome.
So do me a favor, watch the premiere because I tweet live, and then if you want to tell your friends and family, let them do the repeats. But you need to watch that premiere.
And then they can follow you on your social media.
They can follow me on social media. I'm at Patti Stanger with Patti with an I on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's just my name.
Great, and we are at Unqualified everywhere. And Anna.
And Anna is also, what's her TV show?
Oh, I have a new show called Fuck You, Sim.
There you go, Fuck You, Sim.
And I think it's going to be a huge hit. It's all about me expressing my anger towards my producer friend.
And there's going to be a new talk show that's coming live, to Showtime anytime soon. If I have to wake Sumner Redstone up.
We're doing this. We're totally doing this.
I'm Sherry Redstone. I will wake up the Redstone family to get Anna Faris on her own show, right?
Ooh, let's all get
I will
arrested
unplug the food tubes. Unplugging the food tubes as we speak. As we speak, I'm unplugging them.
Patti, I can't thank you enough.
I want to be your friend. Can we hang out?
I would love that.
You be my first real celebrity friend because the housewives don't count, right?
Who are your celebrity friends right now?
Let's see. They're mostly Bravo people. I don't really have A-listers. I've met Kate and I've gone to her house, Kate Hudson, and things like that. But I don't hang out with them. I feel like I'm not in their world, But I know everybody in reality because we all know each other,
Gotcha.
I mean, Bravo built this college, so it's Jill Zarin's my best friend, and we used to be friends with Bethany. That's another story for another time. But all the housewives, I know every one of them down. Lisa Vanderpump, I'm going to her birthday. Well, actually, what is it? The white party Wednesday night.
Well, we should do another podcast where you guys just talk about housewives.
Oh,
because
I'll give you
Andy.
I'll give you all the Andy scoop. Have you been on Watch What Happens?
No.
What? Andy, how the fuck are you not booking her? Maybe your ratings will go up if you book Anna
So
Faris.
sweet. No. He's reached out. We've tried to make it work.
You have to. He's the best.
The problem is I go to bed at 8.
Okay, but this is when you're impressed in New York. It happens in New York City.
I know. But
Okay.
then usually I have to get up at
for the
3 or
Today Show
4,
or GMA,
what
right?
feels
Yeah, because you got to do. Next time you have a movie, you need to go and do it. Because let me tell you something.
I would love
He's
to.
so much fun
I love
to do
him
his show.
so much.
You'll play games. And he drinks. And if you do Wednesday, you do Shotsy.
Say no
It's
more.
it's like they do shots of alcohol and you stand up and you drink with them. I'm telling him.
No,
he's
I
gotta
love.
book you.
I love him so much, and I love all this
Bravo's
stuff that
a
he's
really
done.
great network. It's a fun network because everybody knows each other and it's like home week. But there's VH1, there's Lifetime. Every network has great reality. Reality is really, people don't realize how hard it is to do these jobs. It's we're not A-list actresses with get car service and hair and makeup and all this stuff. Some of us get it later down the road, but we work our asses off just like everybody. I was in an interview for 10 hours on Sunday. 10 fucking hours saying my lines for interview. I was like, I'm not a fucking actress. I can't remember this shit. And they don't give it to you before to memorize it. Yeah. They make you go, here, say it this way. And then they'll go 15 lines and you're like, dude, I'm not an actress. I'm not an actress. So it's a rough road. It's not easy.
No.
But I think being an actress is way harder because it's scarier.
No.
Isn't it scary?
It's
scary.
But anything that's of creative reward is terrifying.
But I feel like if I sometimes I can't, I did Days of Our Lives and I did Drop Dead Diva and I was like, oh my God, what if I don't remember my line and I hold the other person up? I get nervous. I get a little anxiety, But,
oh God, yeah. I could not be more anxious.
Really? Are you always scared when you start a movie or a new project?
Oh yes.
But now do you feel relaxed with your show on CBS? Do you feel relaxed with Allison?
Yes, but I also feel I always want to attempt to do a good job, and so it means the stakes to me always feel kind of high. And
have you been nominated for an Emmy yet? This time, did you get
15.
nominated? You've been nominated for 15 Emmys. Has she been nominated yet?
No, I haven't been nominated.
Because she should have been nominated in the comedy category.
For sure. She
Emmys.
Yes.
It's those old people that don't know her name.
I know. But you know what? Her partner in crime has been nominated.
Yeah, Allison's won. But she also
of
won from the what was the White House show?
Well, she's won 12 Emmys.
8, yeah.
She's an amazing.
8 Emmys.
And now
she was good on Masters of Sex. I loved her on Masters of Sex.
The most
It's
amazing
love to
actress.
happen to a better person.
But you need to get nominated because you're fucking amazing on that show.
Thank you.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll
we
wear
need
red
to get
for you if I ever
Well,
do.
let's get a little thing going.
I'm
a
telling
little
you,
campaign.
talk show.
Yeah,
talk show.
a talk show.
That's
for
where
sure.
she'll get her Emmy. Talk show.
Absolutely.
You'll kick those. Remember, it's a boys' club there. Every time they get nominated, it's all boys. It's never a girl. Chelsea never got nominated, I don't think, in the Emmy category of the talk shows. It was all boys. It was always Colbert and John.
And I don't
Jon
think
Stewart.
Jon
Samantha
Stewart.
did. I mean, all those people are everyone's so it's so whatever. It's so crazy because there's so many unbelievably talented people that
But we
they
need a
should all
woman.
win.
But I like watching a woman talk. I like hearing a woman's perspective. You're married, you got a great husband, a great kid. I want to know how it's done. I want to hear your stories. I want to know who you are. Like, why does it always have to be a boys' club? It's really kind of boring after a while.
Yeah, no,
Seriously.
I'm with you.
I mean, I'm still
could not
missing
be more
Oprah.
with
I
you.
still cry that I don't get to see my Oprah every single day of the week, just so you know. You know, because the big O, she was the big O. Seriously. You know, there's nobody who took her.
We should crash her pad at Montecito.
Oh my God, would you love that?
Yes,
and
let's
video
show up at her
it, and
house
video
weirdly.
It. Like, we need video
You-
for your
What
podcast.
What would,
That's
what
when
would
we get
happen if you
arrested.
guys just showed
We
up to
totally
her
get
house and we
arrested.
videoed it?
We'd bring wine.
That's true. She'd probably really
And
cool with
you know
it.
what I
She'd
would
be
do?
really happy.
I'd cook for her. I'd bring ribs. I know she could not turn me down if I bring wine and ribs. Right?
Perfect. We're
Crock
doing
pot. I
it.
do my ribs in the crock pot. So I'd bring my ribs.
I'll bring my newly groomed pussy.
Newly groomed pussy. Newly groomed pussy. My PS match. Okay. I'll bring my stylist, Omar. Right, Omar, you can help her out, right? You know, from his new style app, which is Style Lab.
She's still gonna totally call
Right.
the police, at least
And-
on me.
No, but maybe
She'll be like,
you know,
"You
but
guys,
Gail knows
please
me,
come
so
on
maybe
in."
it would be like,
There we
oh,
go.
you know, I was
Perfect.
once on her show. She was super nice to me. Super nice to me.
Well, I'd like to see the two of you with Oprah. I would just love to see that conversation.
I would
Let's
love
make
to.
it
I
happen.
would love to get some advice from her for a change. Like, I need
Perfect.
some advice.
Let's
you
do
know?
it. We're gonna work on it, but right now we do have to wrap it up because
Yeah.
we've had. But it's just been an amazing time.
But I have
Thank
to
you
tell
so
you,
much.
my bladder.
Yeah, we're
Do
wrapping
you
it
want
up.
to talk about how full my bladder feels?
Because
right now?
you were like
Do
here
I
for
want to
2
talk about
hours.
it?
You
Do
were
I
here
want
for
to
2
talk
hours.
about it? You really can't.
Like, he can pee in a cup. You can't. You know, it's like it's terrible being a chick. The bladders are like this big, and then since having a baby, I'm sure it's like even bigger, smaller, right? Smaller.
Yes, you know that's the horrible thing. Your pussy gets bigger, and your bladder gets smaller.
That's ridiculous. Who invented this? A man, probably. And my tits just keep growing and growing and growing.
I love you.
I love you too. Big
Good night,
kisses.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.